there. Just saying, anorexia recovery is a full-time job. Okay, watch the following video, like or subscribe, and peace. Hello there, my name is Billy Juliana. I'm 49 years old and I have a 40-year history of dealing with anorexia nervosa, and I'm currently following the recovery methods espoused by Tabitha Farrar, Kayla Rose Katecki, and Elisa Orris. And today I just wanted to break up a bit the monotony of my talking head syndrome videos that I have become lately, because actually I filmed already this week 4 or 5 videos that I did not upload to YouTube because they were all basically rants against fear of weight gain, because I find myself stuck in fear of weight gain quite a bit. Now that does not mean that I am stuck still in quasi-recovery. Oh no, I have pulled myself out of quasi-recovery as of about 3 weeks ago, and I have been eating unrestrictedly. But I wanted to express where I am currently in my recovery through song. Okay, no, I'm not gonna sing. That would upset you very much, so I'm gonna let other musicians do it for me. So I have gained 40 pounds using this method of recovery over the last couple of years, and I find myself in the normal BMI zone with a mental hunger that is still like, I need it. Exactly. And so I have gone to all the bakeries in Nashville that I can think of, and I've been like, hit me up. And I've gotten dozens of donuts, I've gotten whole cakes, I've gotten dozens of scones, and I've eaten them all and I've enjoyed them all. But then I've noticed some weight gain. And then all of a sudden, my motivation and inspiration is slip sliding away, slip sliding away. Exactly. And so then I get into this headspace where I'm like, some days I don't feel like trying. Exactly. But then I have to give myself a pep talk and be like, get back on track, girl, and keep eating unrestrictedly, because I'm here right now, not dead yet. Exactly. And so I get back into my car and I drive to the bakeries and I'm like, hit me up. And they're like, sure. And I'm like, I'm on my way. Lord, if you love me. Exactly. And so then I come home and I'm enjoying all the food, but then I start hearing the voices of society and my own brain assailing me with fearful thoughts about weight gain. And I'm just like, oh no. And I'm in an existential crisis at this point. And I'm like, am I good for nothing? Exactly. And I asked myself, am I good for anything? Because really, all I've been doing recently is eating a bunch of baked sweet goods, which the whole world tells me not to do. It is such a dangerous thing to eat that much sugar. And the whole world is telling me this, and my own brain is telling me this, and I haven't been doing much else other than that. I've been just sitting around a lot. I haven't been writing blogs for my website. I haven't been producing anything. I haven't been giving back to society. Am I good for anything? And I just want to say that this back and forth with my thoughts and with my eating and with my thoughts and with my eating, this is a full-time job. Anorexia recovery is a full-time job. So do not underestimate the amount of work that you are doing in anorexia recovery. And that is the short message I want to give. I could go into a much longer rant about how society is not helpful, because once you reach the normal BMI zone, all of society is like, what is this with all that you're eating? In fact, the people at the bakeries have been like, we appreciate your business, but who is this for? And I'm like, it's for me. And they're like, get out. And I'm like, oh boy, I will get out. I'll see you next time. Because it is just so incomprehensible to society to eat the amounts that I personally eat as I go through anorexia recovery. And it's incomprehensible to society for me to be going around saying, I want to gain weight. I want to gain weight, because that's basically the mindset that I have to put myself in order to go against the fear of weight gain that constantly assails me. I have to pretend that I actually want to gain weight. So every time I feel a fear of weight gain sneaking up on me, or every time I look out into society and I see a judgment on me that is about my weight or about my size or about where I am in my recovery, I have to eat something and basically detox myself from all this toxic stuff that is not helpful to my recovery by eating more and pretending like my goal is to gain weight. My goal is to keep going and keep letting my body have what it wants and go to the place where it wants. And I have to be really respectful here of what my body is doing. It gains weight fast. It has to do that for whatever reasons. It needs to store energy, and it's doing it, and it's doing so very efficiently. And it's asking me for very specific foods, and I have to be very respectful of that. Someday, yes, I might be able to sit down and eat eggplant and peppers and enjoy that, but right now, not really. I want to eat just these baked sweet goods. I'm sure that in the future, everything will balance out, but I just want to say that for right now, it's not very balanced according to society, but for me, it is just perfect. But I also wanted to say to everyone else, if you're going through anorexia recovery, you have a lot of work going on, and I realize that. And so it takes a lot of work. And you know what? It takes a lot of work for someone with anorexia to eat and rest. And while it is enjoyable to eat and rest, the stuff that is going on in our brains and the fighting back against society is very difficult. And another thing I wanted to mention, which I've already mentioned before in other videos, is that I've gone back to YouTube quite a bit to watch other recovery videos because I know I should be giving myself permission on a daily basis, giving myself the permission to eat and rest as I'm doing. But of course, my permission slides away too with my inspiration and motivation as I start eating and start feeling the fear. And so I do use the resources that are on the internet to help bolster me through the times when I'm feeling a little bit more vulnerable. And I have noticed that my coach on her YouTube channel has mentioned that pretending that weight is not an issue is basically like pushing water uphill. And I was like, what an apt metaphor and what an apt analogy as well. It is that difficult. And so we should not underestimate the work that we're doing. And I should not be underestimating the work that I am doing. And I should not be dogging myself either for sitting around resting and eating, because that is the ultimate work for someone coming from an anorexic past. So this is the quick, short video that I wanted to make. I wanted to break up the monotony just a little bit by adding in, of course, some tunes. So thank you for indulging me in that. And also, by the way, tomorrow I am picking up a whole cake that I ordered from a bakery, and I will take pictures of that beauty and let you see them on Instagram or perhaps here on camera. But I'm going to be enjoying that all day tomorrow. So this is going to be a fun adventure. Weight is no longer an issue. Remember that. Okay, so let recovery be a fun adventure. As difficult as it is, please allow as much fun and as much enjoyment as you can in the process. All right, so eat unrestrictedly, rest, take care, and until next time, peace.